Warriors, Coach Nate here. Hey guys, really happy about the kickoff of our 2021 Strength Gain Kickstart. Okay, we are kicking this thing off tomorrow. Tomorrow's the big lift day. We're all coming in to get our in-body scans done and everything. So the guides the finishing touches are being put on the guides right now. We're going to email those out to all the registered competitors for this challenge tonight. So you will have a guide to read through and answer some questions, but I wanted to dive in a little bit today to the daily check-ins, how you're going to keep track of your score every single day for the next 8 weeks, okay? So there's 4 scored components of this challenge that are kind of on a daily basis. The motivation one, finishing reading the book or listening to the audio book or doing both, that comes as soon as you finish it. So whenever you've accomplished that, you'll get the points for that. Once you answer the questions, email me your answers, those kinds of things. But the other 3, the lifting, the protein intake, and the sleep, those are going to be done on a daily basis. And guys, we got a really cool new tool that we're going to be using in this challenge. I have 2 tasks for you guys. I want you to download the Wodify Rise app. It's called Wodify Rise. Add that app to your phone, on your smartphone, and then you're going to scan this little QR code, and this QR code is going to get you entry on the Wodify Rise, it's going to get you entry into the Strength Gain Kickoff for the gym, and you'll be able to see all of the scored components right there on your phone every single day for the next 8 weeks, okay? Couple notes about Wodify Rise. This is a really cool tool, and it's going to be so much fun because it has a leaderboard function. You'll be able to see everybody else in the box participating in the challenge and on a daily basis. Just like we check our WODs and we look at the leaderboard for that, who did the fastest time, you're going to be able to keep track of who's excelling in this challenge throughout the time that we go. But here's the kicker. It's a daily check-in. So if you miss a day, you don't log on, you don't log your sleep, you don't log your protein intake or whatever, you miss those points, okay? So every single day, you got to make sure to open up that app, pop in your daily score. You knocked out your lift, you knocked out your sleep, you knocked out your protein intake, all of that stuff. So you don't lose the points, okay? All right, so here's a quick little deep dive into the daily check-ins that you're going to be doing on Wodify Rise, okay? Number 1 is the lifts. That's the big ticket item. 3 times a week, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we are going to have it programmed in the workout, the shoulder press, the back squat, the deadlift. If you can't come on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you can complete those. You can make up 1 lift on a Tuesday, a Thursday, or a Saturday during the skill portion of that day's workout. So the coaches all know this. They're going to help you with it. There's going to be a designated area in the box for you to come in and do your lift while everybody else in the gym might be doing something else, okay? So that is 10 points a day, or it's 10 points per lift. And remember, 3 times a week, so it's 30 points per week. So every single day you can go onto your Wodify Rise app, you'll hit the lift button, you'll say you either did this on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or you did it on one of the makeup days, okay? So you'll be able to claim points for that. The second scored criteria that I wanted to talk to you guys about is your protein intake. Again, guys, we talked about how important protein is for the repair of the muscle fibers in your body that you're coming in and breaking down every day. It is the most important macronutrient for muscle repair. That's why we are prioritizing it during this challenge. So here's how this is going to be done. There's 4 points per day up for grabs for your protein intake, okay? The way you're going to do your calculation for this is you're going to take your body weight, your starting body weight at the beginning of this challenge, and you're going to multiply it by 3 numbers. So body weight times 1 in grams, that's going to be the 4-point opportunity. So for example, for me, 185-pound male times 1 means 185 grams per day of protein. And if I get that in, if I make it 1-to-1, I get 4 points for that day, okay? The next level down will be worth 3 points. That's if you get body weight times 0.8. So 0.8 times your body weight. You're gonna have to do all this math ahead of time so you know what those numbers are, So body weight times 0.8 is worth 3 points. If you get in that protein during the day, you get 3 points. And then the minimum amount to get any points up on the board for this challenge is body weight times 0.7, okay? So do the math, do your calculations based on your body weight at the beginning of this challenge, okay? And you're going to multiply 0.7, 0.8, and then 1. Those will be how you score your protein intake during this challenge, okay? Real quickly though, here's a caveat. If you are a person who is over 30% body fat, I don't want these numbers being extremely skewed. So if you're at 30% or more body fat at the beginning of this challenge, and you'll know when you hop on the InBody scanner, you'll be able to find out what your body fat percentage is. I'm going to give you a little calculation to adjust your numbers ever so slightly to make that protein intake number realistic, okay? Because if you're over 30% body fat, then that means that your total calculated 1-to-1 number is going to be pretty astronomical, and it's almost impossible to get that much protein in and still accomplish the goals that you're after, okay? Like losing that body fat, right? Okay, so here's how you are going to make an adjustment, okay? All right, so hopefully you can see my screen here. I'm pulling you in close. All right, so here's the example that I have. Let's just say we have a 220-pound male competing in this challenge. Doesn't matter, male, female. 220-pound person, okay? And that person is 40% body fat at the beginning of the challenge. We measure it on the InBody scanner, okay? If we take 40% of 220, that means that this individual is carrying around 80 pounds of body fat on their frame, okay? So I don't want you eating 220 grams a day of protein. That's a really high number, and it's probably gonna be more calories than you need, okay? So here's what we're gonna do. We're going to adjust this number down. I want to take this 220-pound male at 40% body fat and act as if he's only 25% body fat. So here's how we're gonna do the calculation, okay? I'm gonna take the 220 pounds at the starting weight, and I'm gonna subtract out that body fat, all of it. So 220 minus 80 is 140 pounds. So that means there's 140 pounds of lean body mass on this individual, okay? So then we're gonna take that 140 pounds of lean body mass, and I'm gonna have you multiply that by 1.25. That means that we're going to pretend that this individual has 25% body fat rather than 40% body fat. Everybody following what I'm saying here? Okay, so 140 times 1.25 adjusts this individual's number to 175 pounds. So that means his calculation, his or her calculation, rather than being 220 pounds of grams of protein per day, instead is only going to consume 175 grams of protein per day. I hope that's clear. If it's not, come talk to me. I don't want those of you who are carrying around extra body fat to overdo your caloric intake during this challenge to the point that you're no longer making progress on the primary goal for you, which is reducing that body fat number, okay? All right, back to the rest of the scoring here. The last category that's a daily scored thing is going to be your sleep, okay? So here's how it works, very simple, okay? All we are measuring is the sleep quantity. I'm not measuring sleep quality, although that is very important. It's not something that I'm gonna be able to monitor during this challenge, okay? So all I care about during this next 8 weeks is how much sleep you're getting, and we're going to measure that by lights out when your head hits the pillow until you wake up or until your alarm clock goes off. Okay, so that is the amount of time that we're measuring for your sleep every single night, okay? If you get 6 to 7 hours of sleep, 6 is really on the low end and it's not really optimal, but I'm gonna give you points just for making an effort, okay? So if you get 6 to 7 hours of sleep per night, you get 2 points, okay? If you get 7 to 8 hours of sleep per night, you get 3 points. If you get more than 8 hours of sleep, even if it's just by a minute, you get 8 hours and 1 minute, you get 4 points per day. and you can claim that on your Wodify Rise app, okay? So get in that good quality sleep, guys. Again, I talked about the importance of sleep because you're doing all that repair is being done while you're in bed, getting that good quality sleep. That's when you're actually getting stronger and making those gains, okay? Sleep cannot carry over from one night to the next. So you can't take a 10-hour night and add an extra hour to the next one. Doesn't work that way. Naps don't count. All I care about is your nightly sleep, okay? From bedtime to wake up. That's what's being measured here, okay? Guys, obviously this is all being done on the honor system. So your daily check-ins, we are relying on your integrity, okay? So let's be honest about this thing and put our best foot forward. This is to challenge you to make some slight changes in your daily habits to make you a better athlete, to get you stronger during this challenge. Okay, guys, that's all I got. That's the deep dive. The guides are coming out tonight. Love you. We'll see you here at the box. Remember, come in early tomorrow so we can get those in-body scans done, and we'll see you here. Love you.